Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another flip through. Okay, this is where we left off, and I am working in my hybrid creative journal that holds March and April of 2019. It is made from an altered composition book that I increased the spine on the side to 1.5 inches, and it holds 2 signatures in it for the 2 months. So let's just get started, shall we? All right. Okay, so this day was a Saturday, I believe. Yes, hello, right there. Now, this was a fun day. What I did this is all collage pieces. My daughter's school was having their annual auction, the 16th one. And so I went to it to support her. If you remember, a while back, I had helped her class do a class painting to sell at a silent auction, and it actually went for, I believe, $140. So super cool, and it was so much fun going into her class to help her out. So this was the day of the auction, and each class gets together and puts together like a huge thing, to be auctioned off. I don't even know how to explain it, but my daughter's class all got together and they did an our family tree bundle to be auctioned off, and that one sold, I believe, at the live auction for $150, and then the silent auction, the class painting, went for $140. So they did all this, they put all these things together, the ancestry DNA kits and all that kind of stuff. Super fun. Then on the back here, I just took 2 pieces of note paper, glued them on the back, and wrote out my journaling and whatnot. For the live auction, these were all the different bundles, that you could get, like anything from a Blue Ridge Mountain getaway. Cool. How cool is that? To VIP parking. Apparently that's a big thing at a private school, VIP parking. And let me tell you what, that parking spot goes for like over $1,000. Oh gosh. Anyhow, so we did that. And it was really hot out that day, I remember, because when I got home, I didn't fall asleep till 4 a.m. Yeah, I was just had too much thinking going on. But it was super hot out, and I was like kind of potsy that day. So anyway, but it was a fun afternoon and evening with my daughter. And okay, I woke reluctantly. All right, sorry, TMI. I was apparently having tummy issues that day. Okay, yeah, not feeling super well. We were at this point still going back and forth emailing with the doctor at the Mayo Clinic. More on Big Handsome's health saga later. So anyway, that talks about that. And what day is this day? Hello, where am I? The 9th. Okay. Yeah, he's pretty discouraged about his health. So anyhow, that was that. But I like the way this came out. Yeah, like I just took their little thing from the booklet and made it into my journaling spot. And then made a little tuck spot out of the cover, and then glued all these things on to make a collage. This piece of paper right here came from Happy Mail from Tracy, so love it. And then here are some just faith-based washi tapes that I have that I put on there. And then I made this tag. This paper right here is from Tracy's. This here is a calendar page that Nancy from Creative Journaling sent me. And so that was really cute. She said when she saw it, she thought of me because she knows that I crochet. And so I just made this cute little tag. Okay, this day I began piecing together my melted granny. It's also called a magic lantern if you're at all interested. So I did that. And then I wrote on the back. So I woke up, holy cow, it was almost 11, which of course would have been like 10 a.m. if the time hadn't changed, and I cannot stand the time change. It's really annoying. I don't know why they just can't pick a time and stick to it. So anyway, worked on some photo pages. Okay, this day here I received an email about selling my hybrid journals, and I talked about it in here, like that I might consider it. that I'd have to look into, PayPal and all that kind of stuff. In the end, I have to just tell you, I've decided not to sell any of my books, but I do have, I'll put all the links below, I do have videos teaching you how to make your own. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. I want to keep what I do a hobby. I do not want to make it at any time into a job, because as soon as it feels like work or feels like a job, I'm out. Okay, so that's the reasoning behind that. Not that you needed to know or wanted to know, but there you have it. Okay, so this day here, let's see, Monday. So I called Grandma, I'm sure. This background paper, this is actually sewn into the book itself. This is the original paper in the signature. And I Mod Podged like a butterfly on here. This is my food coloring dyed paper. This is a napkin, part of a napkin. This right here, I got a lot of remarks about this on the group when I shared it, because, they were all like, oh, those houses are so cute. What a great idea. No, not my idea. I got it out of a Stampington magazine. Then this as well came out of a Stampington magazine. This is just a collage of various things. A picture of my crochet lace that I did. I always photocopy whatever I make. I just do. It makes for great fodder later on. I put one of my favorite verses on here, and then on the back I just glued a piece of notepad paper on here. So okay, let's see. It was Monday. So yes, talked with Grandma, as I do every Monday. I didn't feel like going for a walk. Of course, I filmed a ramble session. Those are like I do 3 things every single Monday, okay? I throw in laundry, I call Grandma, and I film a ramble session. That's just my Mondays. And yeah, my room is driving me nuts, which it still is. Big Handsome had made some tortilla soup, homemade tortilla soup, and it was really good. Let's see. If I leave this here long enough, you can just read it for yourself. Yeah, and then I had some patio time with my daughter, and it's, she's at that age where she's looking toward the next natural step in life, which in her case would be getting married, getting a house, moving out, all that kind of stuff. She's very sentimental. She doesn't like the idea of, after work not coming home here. So we were discussing all of that. So that's what that was about. This day here was a Tuesday. This was actually from my flow part 2. I made it into a pocket. This came from my faux flow thing too. And I stamped a Tim Holtz phone onto it because Brookie, there is one of her beautiful paintings for March. Brookie and I had a lovely video chat, long and well overdue. But I love video chatting with her. She's so fun. And then this must have been the day that I got this book. And this was, I got this idea, or I don't know what you call it right now. The word escapes me, but I ordered this book because I had seen a review by AJ's Inspired Life, Allison, here on YouTube. And so I'll link that below if you want to go check it out. It's a really great book. It's a beautiful book, and it's a flow book, but anyway, you go watch her review, you'll see what it's about. This right here is just a cute little ruffle I made and then stuck it on. So I made the ruffle and then stuck it on with Fabri-Tac. Beautiful day. I finally went for a walk. Yeah. Okay, and then I started to film the tutorial for part 2 of the hybrid of this book. So yeah, I'll leave all those links below to all the tutorials on how to make this book, if you're interested. And again, I said I had, Brookie had texted me to see if I was free for a video chat, and yeah, hello. I'm always up for a video chat, so. So that was that day. Whoops, wrong way. I love making these tags and stuff. So much fun. Okay, so on this day here, now there are 2 pockets in here. Back here is a ledger or a diary paper. That was the original paper. And then over top of it, I just, maybe I was extending it? No. I ripped off a piece of my yellow dyed paper food coloring dyed paper, and I just tore it and put that on there. This right here is actually a notepad that I found somewhere. I cut a slit into it right here to make a separate pocket, little pocket. This I found in a magazine. These are from sticker books. And then the notepad paper itself was plain. It was white, with blue. And then I took some of my markers and colored it in. That's how that worked out. And then here, let's see. Stickers, notepads, paper, and washi. So thanks again thanks Allison, my sweet AJ, or my sweet Allison from AJ's Inspired Life. Yeah, she is a beautiful enabler. So, okay. All right, so this day we went to Tuesday morning because on her channel, she had done like a Tuesday morning haul. And so, of course, hello, I had to go. And then this is this is a piece of fabric that Brookie gave me, and I photocopied it, okay, so that I can continue using it in my book. And a doily that I had dyed also, yeah. I do that a lot with the fabrics that I have. Okay, now if I purchase them, I do not put them up as PDFs or anything like that because, they're for sale, so I'm not going to do that. But anyhow, that's how I did it. That's how I made this little tag. I also glued on another piece of paper, notepad paper. And okay, it was super windy out. Oh, we had to go for Big Handsome's dentist appointment. All is going as planned. Yes, and then this day he took me by Tuesday morning. So he found some stuff in the food section. I found some stuff in the craft section. So my headache had started. Yeah, that's always fun. We dropped off Goodwill donations, so that's good. My headache was turning into a migraine. Oh yeah, this was the day that Facebook was messed up all day. I don't know what was happening with that, but there's that. This day was super duper special. Obviously, whenever you see one of Brooke's beautiful pieces of artwork, I have received something from her, whether it's an order or whatever. So this day I got the sweetest Happy Mail, and I think in one of my ramble sessions I shared it, and it was from the special woman who shall not be named. You know who you are. Again, thank you so much. So this was made almost completely out of the stuff that was in that Happy Mail, and it was just gorgeous. This came from a different Happy Mail, and this of course is Tim Holtz stuff, but this beautiful ledger paper, this is a sticker from a sticker book. And yeah, so that I was just, oh my gosh, like, yeah, it like brought me to tears, right? It was so sweet. It was so sweet. Yes. And I love all of the stuff. So that was this day. And then, funnily enough, I glued this paper in before I took a photocopy of it, but I did get, because I always make a photocopy of Brooke's things, and because I have a Brooke wall. I know, call me crazy, but she's one of my faves. So anyhow, the background here is just my dyed paper with a napkin, part of a napkin, and then the little taggy that I made to put in there. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So there was that. That was fun. That was a fun page. And then this day here, let me just make sure that you're not all glary. Of course you are, but there's nothing I can do about it. Okay. Anyhow, so my dogs might start barking because I just heard the mailman, and hopefully they did not hear him as well. So this day here was interesting. Okay. We went to Aldi for the first time, my husband and I went to Aldi. And we've never been there before. My husband has a thing for grocery stores. Like, we cannot leave the house without stopping by the grocery store. Okay. Anyway, so we were in Aldi, and we were standing there. I was standing there. I don't know. My husband was looking at something. I'll just tell this briefly. And there was this grumpy old man in there. Let me tell you what, okay? So this younger kid, well, I mean, I'm sure he was an adult, but anybody like younger than me as a kid. So So this younger dude, right? He saw a cart in an aisle that was nobody was around it, So he took the cart and he started strolling along his way, and he was looking at various things. This older man went running down the aisle, hollering after this poor young dude, right? And then he gave him a stern talking to and took his cart back. So apparently, the young dude stole the old man, the grumpy old man's cart, and boy, was that old man ever giving him a what for. I mean, and I'm just standing there watching, thinking, good grief, like, dude, settle down, it's a cart, okay? Like, I mean, I understand you got to put your quarter and, whatever, but it was just, who knows? I mean, maybe it was the first time the young dude had ever been to Aldi, he was just so rude. And then what does he do? Because again, I'm just standing there watching in amazement. Then he passes by me under his breath saying SOB, and then goes and parks his cart in another aisle and walks away. Right? Okay. I would hate to see the guy like in a seriously stressful situation. Okay. It was a cart, man. It was a cart. Okay. Enough of that. So anyhow, yeah, I had a full-blown migraine at this time. It had jumped hemispheres, which is always fun when my migraines are usually on the right-hand side. This one had jumped to my left-hand side. And I think down the road in a few days, it will jump back to the right side. Yeah. So I was having some headaches. Okay. So anyway, yeah, this just talks about the whole grumpy man incident. Then this page here, again, I got a lot of comments on the group. Sorry, it's like so glary. There it is. Okay. And a lot of people are like, oh, I love your little girl and how sweet. Okay. This is from a Stampington magazine. All right. Again, not my artwork. I did put the artist's name down here so I could definitely, give her credit because it's her work, not mine. And Saturday, I must not have had a lot to say about Saturday. I was probably groaning and moaning in pain because at this point I had a migraine. So I'll stop on these two pages. This was St. Patrick's Day, and it was a really sad day. We got word in the morning that a friend of ours that we've known for 30 years or more, our kids grew up together when they were real young. We'd always play together and go over to their house and go swimming and all that kind of stuff. Well, one of the sons had passed away tragically in an ATV accident. And I didn't really have a lot to say on this day, so I found a poem on Pinterest, and I found this really sweet, picture in a magazine, and this is actually his funeral card. They had the funeral the next week, so that was that. This day, I was still feeling the sadness from this day, and so I took some of my papers. This is an idea to cut them into strips. This idea I got from Allison on AJ's Inspired Life. And so I took some of my papers and cut it up, and I just wrote out my thoughts. Love on your gems, love on those around you, love on those that might not love you, and even the ones that you might not want to love, okay? Time is short. Time is short, folks. So I hate ending on such a sad note, but yeah, there it is. Okay, and then this tag is, I just put some stuff on it. I had received this in a Happy Mail as well, and it is from the Bible. I don't personally tear up Bibles, and if you do, that's fine. But I was sent this, and then this verse right here in chapter 14 of John, resonated with me, so I highlighted it, and yeah, I was glad I was sent that. It was obviously sent for a reason. So yeah, I was thinking and crying this day. Yeah, it was just really, really heartbreaking, really heartbreaking. This is a tag that I made out of a Bear paint chip. Love these things, and they make the perfect tag. So, woke to cooler weather. I was filming, and more filming. Trying to finish up the laundry, of course. I called grandmother. All of those things. We had barbecue, and I had some patio time with my sweet girl on the back porch. And then this right here is a card made out of my smush paper on the background. This is from a Happy Mail as well. Another little ruffle. I really enjoy making these out of fabric and then just gluing on little bits. I think they just add a really cute thing. Just a really cute embellishment, and they're super simple to make. Okay, this was the day, the 18th, that my husband officially became unemployed. Yeah. Oh, and then that morning, somebody who was looking out for him texted him or something and said, "Hey, we didn't receive your severance packet that we had mailed," and we were like, "Oh crap," So we had to make sure they got that because we definitely need it. So yeah, that was just a sad day all the way around. Oh gosh. Well, I'm sorry I left you on that sad note, but this is a fun pocket. I made this out of these were like magazine, yeah. Magazine, a magazine, no, it was a book of satellite images, and then I folded it up, and it actually has, let me just see here. It has, let me see, one pocket, two pockets. There's actually a third pocket and a fourth pocket, okay? So, yep, there's all of that. Okay, so there you have it. Sorry to leave you on a sad note, but this video's gone on long enough, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for sharing your time with me, and I hope y'all are doing well. Bye.